I see dead people.
As do I. We starting right away, y'all. We not gonna delay. You should have listened to this song 50 times by now. We're not gonna delay. We're gonna start right away. All right, he starts with I see dead people. Now, remember in Euphoria, the Haley Joel Osment, Joel Osteen name mix-up bar. He's going right back to that. Whether it was a mistake or if it was real, if it was a mistake, it doesn't matter right now because I'm still dropping on his head. So he goes with the Haley Joel Osment, I see dead people. Mustard on the beat. Mustard is YG's main producer. They came in the game together pretty much. Drake mentioned YG as somebody who really bang a set in the Family Matters verse. And DJ Mustard is known for producing that Bay Area sound because that's where Tupac became famous, really, is in the Bay. That's where he really developed as a MC, as a rapper, is in the Bay Area of California. Let's keep it going.
D-ho, D-bo, any rap nigga, he a free throw. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton?
Okay, Kendrick calling himself Debo. Said Drake is a free throw. If you from the hood, you know. That's an easy bucket. He's using E40's flow. Of course, E40, one of the kings of the Bay. To me, he switches through a lot of West Coast flows. I'm not up on every artist from the Bay, but he does at some point. At most of it, he sounds like E40 to me. At some of it, he sounds like Sugar Free. Like he's using those West Coast flows a lot. Of course, Bay Area flow, Bay Area slang throughout the whole verse. Okay, when he says amber lamps, that doesn't mean I saw somewhere somebody said amber lamps or something like that. That's not what that means. Okay, we say amber lamps in the hood. That's how we pronounce it. E40 has pronounced it like that on multiple records. That's what that's an ode to. It's not amber lamps. Don't say that again. Okay, now, nails in his head like Tizo. Drake did a song with Tizo Touchdown. He tends to wear nails as fashion. There's a picture of him with nails. He's got like a nail wig on his head. So that's a reference to that. Let's continue.
The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Okay, the industry can hate on me. Of course, Drake is more of an industry artist. Kendrick is also referencing the West Coast kind of has a love-hate relationship with the industry throughout history, especially in hip-hop. Now, how many ops you got? Too many options. Excellent wordplay. I'm about to pass on this body like John Stockton, meaning I'm going to pass you off to one of your ops because you obviously can't handle me. He's going to get to that a little bit more. He's going to get into that a little bit more throughout the song because Drake, you got to remember, Drake asked him to drop twice. Drop, drop, drop. And then Taylor made the little soliloquy at the end. He was begging Kendrick to drop. And now looks like the shoe was on the other foot. And shout out to Damon M. He caught the John Stockton reference in the comments right away. Now, if you don't know, the basic bar is John Stockton is the NBA's all-time leader in assists, but John Stockton got most of his assists to Karl Malone, who also has allegations of liking underage girls. Let's continue.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Okay, beat your behind and hide the Bible in case God's watching. Now, Kendrick is using a lot of biblical references in not only the titles, but in the verses and the numbers that he's using. That the 616 is at least 3 Bible verses that apply to Drake. Luke 6:16 being the most direct. So that's what he means by that. Like he's beating you with hidden references to the Bible, and he will literally beat you and then hide the Bible in case God is watching. Then he says sometimes you got to show niggas, and that's referencing you keep claiming or you keep acting like I'm soft, and sometimes I'm just gonna have to hide the Bible, put my religious spiritual part of me to the side, and whoop your head right quick. Let's continue.
Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake.
Okay, basic bars there, but walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Wordplay again, saying that Drake is, Drake is soft, and Pole on him is not talking about fishing. If you know what a pole is, basically he's saying up the pole on him and extort more money out of him. Again, more extortion talk. Drake started this and he probably should not have, but let's continue.
I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Yo, okay. So basically, he's just going down Drake's crew. Now, the Chubbs get your hand-me-downs. He's not talking about clothes. He's talking about females, so to speak. Party next door. Of course, that's who he's talking about. Party, playing with his nose. You know what people do when they play with their nose at parties. Sniff, sniff. Snow. Okay. Baca is interesting because Drake is gonna make it a holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road, right? And you Drake fans know exactly what that reference is from a song standpoint. Now, what does it reference in reality? I guess we'll probably find out if Drake continues this battle. Kendrick is saying the boy got some cases on him. And of course, the way the verse starts, the way that part starts, I hear you like I'm young. You better not end up in cell block 1. I think that's just pretty straightforward. We know what happens to people who like them young and they end up in jail. They a lot of times don't make it out. Then he ends it with that A minor. Of course, he means the note A minor and literally A minor. So again, he starts with the accusation of liking young people, and then he ends with it. That's how you get back to the bars when you're writing, keeping that same theme, hopping in and out, putting Baca in the middle there with that accusation of what he may be facing or have faced. Let's continue.
They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go.
Okay. The Tupac part was pretty straightforward because I just told you about Tupac in the Bay. But the cold foul, okay, you did cold foul, right? What is a fowl? A fowl is a chicken. And then he says, what is an owl? What is the owl? Which is their logo, which is the OVO logo. Bird niggas and bird bitches. See, again, wordplay, insane. I think Drake forgot that if we gonna do regular raps, Kendrick can wake up and do that every day. And that's the biggest problem in this battle for Drake.
Just go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that some B-rest? That's for bitching. You Malibu most wanted.
Okay, when he says just go, the audience, they not dumb. So go dumb. This is a Bay record. If you know about the Bay, dancing, going hyphy, you go dumb. And then he says the audience not slow. That's more hyphy references. It's hard to catch because he rapping so fast sometimes, but if you know what I'm saying, you can catch it. You got to pay attention pretty much to every word this guy's saying. And then he goes into the Malibu Most Wanted and B-Rad, I think, yeah, it's B-Rad, right? He was dumb, right? And the Malibu Most Wanted part is about Drake not coming to the West Coast so much anymore. Probably shouldn't do that anymore because now he's gonna be Malibu Most Wanted with the disrespect to Tupac and things like that. Let's keep
Malibu
going.
Most Wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy, nigga better straighten they posture.
Okay, get a wedgie and flipped over your boxes. What OVO stand for? The other vaginal option. Then of course he says pussy. That would be the other vaginal option, right? That's a reference to that. Flipping over your boxers. What do boxers have that women's underwear don't have? The hole in the front. So if you flip them over, you don't have the hole in the front because you have a what? Exactly. We're putting it all together. And when you flip over boxers, the hole is in the back. So that becomes the other vaginal option is now available. That may be a stretch, but hey, it's Kendrick. And by now we know He's crazy with the lyrics.
Nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in Compton. Might write this with a doctrine. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck the
Okay. Mess around and get polished is basically get polished off is what black people say. You polish somebody off. That's basically finish them off in a fight most of the time. A battle. They're battling right now. It's kind of a pause a little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit. Kendrick, pause for Kendrick. He wasn't really saying nothing too crazy. He wants Drake to stop the captions. I'm about action, no captions. You asked for the action. Here it is. Let's get to it. The famous up in Compton doctrine part. I can't catch that. He was rapping a little too fast. I even slowed it down. Didn't sound like he was saying much to me, but anyway, let's continue.
Wayne grow like he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena, that predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot.
Okay, the neighborhood watch flocks bar. We have to remember OVO is a bunch of birds. And it also goes to the cover art about Drake's house and the neighborhood watch and the targets, the predator targets that he put on Drake's house. So he's kind of referencing that. DeMar DeRozan was a Toronto Raptor. That's D-Rose. He's not saying D-Rose. He's saying DeRozan. That's in DeMar DeRozan, Chicago Bulls. Chicago, represent. From Compton. So he's, you know, he's here in Chicago. He's back home in the United States and not up there in Toronto with the birds. He also speaks on Serena and he names the streets, two of the major streets, I believe, in Compton. So he's just letting them know, don't speak on anybody from Compton or say nothing crazy. Anybody from Compton, keep them out your mouth. Now I'm gonna be careful with this next one because it's a little offensive, but I'm sure it's not meant to be offensive because this is just creativity. It's wordplay. Okay, I lean on you Negroes like another line of wok. Now, wok is another name for the drink lean. And he says, I lean and wok. So I lean and wok. What is a wok? A wok is also a frying pan. And I'm going to leave it right there. Okay? If you don't get it, hit me in the comments. I'll explain it further. Cool. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the wrong label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay.
It is hard to do this song because I keep wanting to just replay and just bop to the song. This song is crazy. This is a smash hit. But anyway, okay. First things first. All eyes on me. I'm sending up the Pac. Do not put that. Look. Sometimes I'm gonna skip those obvious bars. That's an obvious hip hop bar. Okay, don't put that in the comments if I don't mention that. I know I didn't mention it in the last. I should have mentioned it in the last section, but I didn't because that's obvious. All eyes on me and Pac. If you don't know that, listen to rock music. I don't know what to tell you. And if you're a young person, your parents, they're not on their job. They should teach you some things. But anyway, let's go. Put the whole label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Hey, okay, that comes after the Tupac bar. Tupac was basically, they put the whole label on Tupac's back when he came out, but it's a double because Kendrick is like, you can put the whole label, meaning your whole label can come at me and I'm gonna get them all dropped. Because then he goes into sweet chin music. Now, if you watch wrestling, it was a super kick by Shawn Michaels that pretty much knocked every opponent that got hit with the sweet chin music out. That was the name of the move. It was called sweet chin music, where he would kick people under their chin and drop them, right? Then he says, I won't pass the ox. Speaking of the sweet chin music, meaning I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to pass the auxiliary, you know, the aux for the car, for the stereo or whatever, to anybody else. I got all the songs. And how many stocks do I really have in stock? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, first of all, he's rapping, but he's talking about how many songs, how many stocks he got in the chamber, right? How many clips he got, I should say. And then he counts out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Now he's released about, I think 4, right? So that means he's got 6 more. Drake, I don't know. He keeps warning you in these records. So I don't know if you're gonna heed the warning or if you getting clipped up yourself. You need to. Let's continue.
4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay.
Okay, he is 69 God. Freaky ninjas need to stay they ass inside. Now, when he's talking about inside, he don't mean inside the house. He mean inside the big house, right? That's how I took that anyway. Roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zaza. You should know what that is. No, I'm not gonna say it. You should know what that is. Look it up. Look it up on Urban Dictionary or something like that. And then he says, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. So that means Compton is outside. Period. And Drake in Family Matters, he named 2 Compton rappers. That probably was a mistake because the West Coast tends to stick together against outsiders. So I don't know. If you look at it, Drake, he keeps hitting you with stuff that you're saying. That's why this DJ Mustard beat is rocking like this right now. So you take heed. Let's continue.
They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your first street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
Now that heat was already red. You know, you don't need any explanation for how hot all of that was. All I can say is he described colonization perfectly and mapped it out to the way Drake has mapped out his career just in Atlanta. He could have pulled that to other places, but he just stayed in Atlanta with that, that's pretty tough because of the railroad situation. That was genius. Let's continue.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey.
Of course, at the end there, he used Drake's songs to tell the truth about Drake. And the fact that he used Family Matters, just to let Drake know this is not an old song. This is fresh off the plate, one day, one hitter quitter. And yes, if you saw my initial reaction to this, I have thrown away all my paraphernalia of any team, person, celebrity, anything that makes me a fan. I even threw away ceiling fans in my house. I got all lights now. I'm just gonna be, hot in the summertime. All those fans are gone because I'll be damned if I'm gonna be associated with freaky ass niggas. I thank you, Kendrick, again. You cost me a lot of money. Now I had to buy new lights, get some air conditioning units, some extra ones, for the garage and things like that. Thank you for that, brother. Really don't appreciate it. Yo, of course I'm joking. Man, listen, that Drake, they're going to be singing that in the club. That's going to be all over TikTok. That's going to be bumping out everybody's Jeep in the summertime. Like, what are you going to do about this, man? He's putting anthems. Like, that's OVO. Like, none of your people can go anywhere. What happens when that comes on in the club? They gonna be pointing at y'all.
Hey, run
No,
let
I
me
don't know.
say OVO. Say OVO. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
I got one more thing to say. I just thought about it. It is May. Summer is about a month away. Drake, there's going to be a cookout dance. He put a cookout dance at the end of this. This is going to be at all the cookouts. I don't know if y'all had cookouts in Canada because I know it's cold. I'm pretty sure you do. But, man, this is a tough one, y'all. Kendrick Lamar is not playing. Drake, You need several red buttons, man. You need several red buttons, not just one. I saw you had one on Instagram. You need a few of them buttons, man. Start pressing them. Press them now, please. We want this battle to continue, man. Come on, no Pusha T stuff this time. Let's keep this going. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for listening. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully I explained that bar breakdown. Meet the Grams is up next. That's going to be later on today. Thank y'all for watching. We out.